Haha, there we go. Much, much better. Good morning, everyone. How are we this fine morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it may be for you? Nice little. We're probably not gonna have too long of a stream because I'm actually really tired. But I was like, I feel like playing Magic. And I remember promising one of my viewers that we'd do a morning Magic the Gathering stream, one of my EU viewers. And it's like, you know what? Let's go. Let's freaking go. All right, so that's why we're here. Is precisely, precisely on the tin. All right, is that we're gonna be playing some Magic the Gathering. The new set came out recently. Um, I haven't poked around too much in it, but I figured we'd warm up with some Brawl, um, do some more drafts, and then I don't know. I don't know how long the stream's gonna be. There wasn't exactly a plan. We will have ASMR later on tonight after I go back to sleep because I am right now. But how's everyone doing? How's it going? God, this new protein powder is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, as always, introductions. My name is Rowan, and I am the Archsage of Arcanum Exodius, our humble little library on this corner of the internet. Welcome. Ah, still set up for ASMR last night. That's actually why I was muted to start off with the day today's. Are we not? Nope, nope, nope. Because boink, boink. There we go. Then. Okay, sure. Whatever that was about. All right. Thanks, Steam. I guess. I don't know. All right, now for a headache. I joke, but this is probably one of my more complicated decks because this is actually a control deck. All right, this is secretly a control deck, and it's a headache because yep, yep. I don't think this is a card you want to play in this deck. I think it's a card you definitely want to play in other decks. I don't think it's a bad card. All right. It's a headache because it's like it's almost because there's a control aggro version of it, but I'm playing as like a pure control deck where she's the finisher or a value engine, depending. Let's see. Up, nope, 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 nope. Hmm. Yeah, this protein powder is absolutely terrible. I have never drank a protein powder where after you stir it, the protein, the powder congeals to the top. So instead of having like I have a slightly chocolatey flavored milk, and then this thick layer of protein. It's like ah, yuck 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 yuck. Let's see. I wonder if that's worth playing or not. I really do. Although we don't have enough creatures in this deck to really kind of take advantage of it. So this, funny enough, this is going to be probably a standard staple. However, I don't think it's worth playing in Brawl. I don't think it's actually worth playing. Oh, let's get some music going. Let's get some music going. Some nice little morning wake up. Nice. That is a good segue. Okay, yeah. I'm not seeing much else. Okay, so then let's check out Yay Walkers of the Plains. Nothing there. Okay, nothing there. Anything on the enchantment side? Anything? Bueller. Ara, good morning. It's good to see you, Ara. How you doing? Hello, Turtle. Rawr, ooh, woo. Rawr, ooh, woo to you, Turtle. Rawr, ooh, woo to you. It goes really well. Just kind of waking up, having a slow Friday. Alright. Gotta head to the library, because I'm gonna get, while we're waiting for the artwork. That's what I'll do right now. Okay, this stays between us, alright? Since, this stays between us, I'll give you guys a little sneaky peeky, because, like, we're waiting on the Lord of the Rings. Before we start reading the Lord of the Rings, I actually commissioned artwork for it, because, like, what we're gonna do with the whole Lord of the Rings series when we read it is, I've contacted the editor, and so, well, yes. But here's the thing: this is an arcane library. We keep arcane books, and when you just want normal books, okay, when you want a dictionary that doesn't try to bite your hand off, well, I mean, it wouldn't bite my hand off because Archsage, all of that stuff, but you know, like. Deathrax! Hello, Deathrax. Welcome in. It would bite the unfortunate page that I would send to go fetch it. Or alternatively, I would have to have an argument with the Sage again about what qualifies as a dangerous book, and nothing does, and then the Sage turns around and is like, well, I have a bite mark on my arm from this stuff. And it's like, yeah, I just want a little nibble. Alright. Sometimes when you wake up in the morning, I can understand. Just wanting a normal book, not a book that wants to read you. So, but, while we're waiting on, well, okay, so I have the Lord of the Rings book. Sorry, my brain just went. Alright. But deep breaths. Wake up. Wakey. Yes, we'll go back to sleep after stream, but wakey. Okay. Well, we're waiting on the artwork to be finished. Okay, I was gonna check out a book, get something to read, another book series, start reading every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Alright? Alright, let's see. One sec, though, I think this will work best. Trying to decide the best way to go about this. Okay, yeah. Okay, I like this playlist. This playlist is actually kind of awesome. Ba, ba, da, ba, da. Alrighties. You guys readies? I'm gonna give you a little... I don't do sneak peeks often, but this is just... This artwork's just really, really pretty, and I think it's gonna be really, really cool once we do. So, if you're readies, let me know. Let me know. Alright. Take a look at this. Let me resize this because it's currently covering up my face. Take a looky at this. This is the sketch. Alright, don't share. No share. This is the sketch for the book cover for The Hobbit. Okay? Featuring me as Bilbo. It's awesome. It's really awesome. And I'm looking into getting these turned into like high quality bookmarks. Alright, so that way you guys could have some awesome merch and stuff like that, which, as you guys know, if you've been around, I am kind of pushing the merch right now because I don't know if we'll end up keeping, I want to be honest, I don't know if we'll end up keeping Streamlabs. My hope is coming up soon, we'll be switching merch stores. So what's on there might be limited. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, nor give you any false promises. Okay? I have no contracts, I have no deals, I'm gonna start poking around. Alright? So, we might end up keeping Streamlabs after all. Because also, the YouTube side has been doing really, really well. And the dual streams has brought in more people. So that kind of helps. But if we don't, then it's really not worth it for me to keep the Streamlabs store without a Streamlabs subscription. What ends up happening is that right now, when you guys buy that merch, I make roughly, I want to say roughly about 30 to 50% of the profits. I have a lot of control over the profits right now. Let's just put it that way. But that's because I'm subscribed to Streamlabs. I paid them for a year subscription. That was like $300 something. And I don't have that sort of money right now. So just being honest with you guys, that store might disappear, because if I can get in with a better quality manufacturer, I would. I absolutely would, because I want to get you guys the best possible merch. So I'm going to be poking around for that stuff. But that's being honest. I'm not trying to like hype it up. I'm not trying to say like, hey, I'm trying to say that I don't have the money to renew the Streamlabs subscription right now. That may change. Alright? And that if you guys want any of that merch there, I recommend looking into it before sometime in November. That's when my subscription's scheduled to end. With that said, alright, and I've always been really, really honest with you guys about like what's going on behind the scenes. I always try to make sure that that the pages are all keyed in, we all understand, because I think that's really important. I think more than anything for a streamer is not to try to be perfect, but to try to be honest. Alright. With that said, okay, isn't this awesome? Like, isn't this just an awesome sketch? It's freaking fantastic. And I'm looking forward to it. And I hope I can find a good company to do bookmarks, because I think that'd be a really cool way of doing this. Alright, it's bookmarks. Or maybe like, oh gods. Do any of you remember, like those book covers we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Do any of you remember those book covers like that you could buy to cover up your books as a kid, like your school books? Any of you remember those? I think that'd be cool too. That'd be cool too. But as we are neat. That's actually not bad. Not for this deck, but that's not bad. I could think of another deck that'd probably want that. But right now, we're just looking around at the new set, seeing if there's anything for this deck. Really digging this playlist. It's really good. The Tale of Tamio. Oh. I don't like how they... I understand how they are, okay? Here. Right? Like, I was like, you know what? Alright, so I just typed in YouTube. Here. Okay, there you guys go. Alright, I just typed in YouTube, chill early morning music. Okay, because I want kind of like a chill stream to kind of wake up to. And this was like fourth down. And it's like, yeah, this looks like it. Alright. And, woo! This is fantastic. Which also, side note, I don't like AI. I don't. At all. But one thing I am really grateful for is all these people using, because I'm pretty sure this is an AI playlist. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. It's all these people using AI to make AI music. Hey, guess what, guys? None of that's copyrighted. None of that's copyrighted. Because at US law, as it currently stands, music created by AI, music created by non-humans, is not copyrightable. So that means it is open source and fair to use. And I will... I will go to town over that if anyone... Like, if I ever get a copyright strike over that for, like, using AI music... Woo! We'll have a fun day. We'll have a really fun day. Most of the time when that stuff happens, like occasionally YouTube, I haven't gotten a copyright strike yet, but I've had YouTube, I mean, knock on wood here. I've had YouTube send me, be like, hey, guess what? One of your videos has copyright on it, so we're gonna have to mute, etc. And I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. It's very rare that it's worth my time to actually fight it. It's very rare. But, I mean, the one time I did, because I went rounds with this company, it was on principle alone. It was one of the Christmas videos from last year. They tried to claim, I think it was "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" as their original work. And what? Because "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" has existed since the 1700s. In all countries everywhere, it is in the public domain. Alright? And it got to the point where, like, I was threatening to sue them. And I'm not making that much... Okay. But it was just like, no, you're wrong. I'm a law student that specializes in IP law. "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" is not your original work that you own an exclusive and sole copyright to. I'm sorry. I know you wish it was. I know you probably bully people into thinking that it is. Okay? But I'm not one of those people that's going to sit here and just be like, haha, I guess they own it. let's see. But anyways, back to magic. Sorry, I went on a legal tangent there. Oh, neat. The way I look at these is like enchantments with like delayed kicker. Okay? Enchantments with like being more magic technical with like spend kicker almost. Is that like, because it's cool how they figure out how to do split cards. When I first saw these, because I did see a couple spoilers a while back. Ah, neat. Ah, neat. So this is actually kind of neat design here. You're supposed to do the 7 mana one first, and then the 3 mana one. But it's still 10 mana for this effect, which is god awful. Yeah, I haven't seen anything that I'm like, meh. Oh. Oh. Yeah. So, okay. I would have to say it'd be combined. I really think that they might go back to the old rules, alright? And I wish they would. Because while you would have counterintuitive things like, you have split cards that you could sneak underneath an Icecrown Scepter because one half was like 2. And to new people, that's very counterintuitive. Okay? These are going to cause problems in Eternal formats if they keep them up. Alright, because like this, the CMC for this card should be 6. And thank you for using CMC. Thank you so much. I don't like mana value. I know mana value has been around for a while, but like, maybe I'm just being an old head, maybe I'm just being old foggy here. But converted mana cost makes more sense to me. Yeah! Yeah! Like, it's crazy. It's copyright trolls. Alright? In IP law, there's this, concept called, like, copyright, patent, I think trademark. I'm not certain about trademark, but I know there's copyright and patent trolls. So, where you basically bully people with lawsuits. Or with not even with actual lawsuits, but you threaten people that you'll sue them in order to get them to comply with your demands, because lawsuits take time and money. Alright? And even if you're right, like, being right does you no good at all if you're 20,000, 30,000 out of the hole, and the most money you're gonna get back for it is $5,000. That's, yeah. So, like, and there's companies that know this. There's lawyers that know this, because there's lawyers who make their livelihoods off of this, which I don't agree with it, but, you know, like, to each their own. Like, I think it's bad, but it's not illegal. Okay? And so what it is, like, in patent trolls, it's, because, well, it does cost quite a bit of money to get a patent. Once you have that patent, you have a legalized monopoly for the next 25 years. Okay? So you have people who go around patenting the smallest things, the dumbest things. Alright, I'm gonna use one of my favorite absurd patents, and I'm pretty sure it's expired now, but it's the patent for method of walking a snake. It's a frickin' leash for walking a snake that someone patented. Okay? It's a leash for walking a snake. Alright? I don't think anyone really needs this. I don't think anyone's ever going to use it. But you know what? they got the patent for it. They went through the process. Okay. And what that means is for the next 25 years, they could theoretically bring a claim against anyone who comes up with any sort of similar patent. Any sort of similar idea, tries to develop or design it. Alright? So where this really gets applicable is like, I mean, it's applicable all over, but kind of as of late, it's like software. Software development. Well, getting patents on software is difficult. God, it's like patents on certain type of electronics is one that comes up. It's like getting. Oh no, I'll use actually a good example. I think it was Bandai Namco that owned it for a little bit. I'd have to look into it. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's expired by now. But the reason why we couldn't have mini games during loading screens, which was very prevalent early 2000s, because loading screens aren't as bad as they used to be. All right, but like 2000 to like 2015, 2016, you would legitimately have to sit and wait for like 2 to 5 minutes on a loading screen. And some genius, like actually genius, came up with an idea of what if we had, what if you could just play a little mini game, like let's play Tetris while the loading screen's going on, and patented that. And that is the exact reason why we couldn't. Now imagine what if they misused that patent and went around, and when anybody just came up with like doing a separate activity while waiting. All right, being very, very loose here. Being very loose. I want to be very clear. I'm being extraordinarily inaccurate about the law this morning, so please do not take what I'm saying. I'm talking very broadly because I haven't done enough research. But what if they turned around and then anytime someone's like, yeah, here's my software that lets you do something while waiting on a loading screen, and they just started saying, that's infringing on my patent, you owe money, or I will sue, and just start sending letters out like that. That's patent trolling. Alright, that is patent trolling, where you are taking a patent, you often try to write it as broad as possible, and then you're going around and you're, when anyone comes even remotely near it, you're threatening to sue them. I shouldn't say remotely, when anyone comes plausibly near it. Alright, when you think that if you were to take this to a court and you could convince a judge or a jury, not necessarily that you could convince a judge or a jury, well, you could convince a judge that this is worth putting in front of a jury, not necessarily convince the jury itself. That's an entirely different standard there. When you can take what you have and put it in front of a judge and be like, yep, we need to bring the other party in and talk about this. That's when you start sending out the letters and stuff. Alright. And that's patent trolling. And copyright trolling is the similar, that's what you see on YouTube with what Turtle's example is, where like you have people, or like my Wish You a Merry Christmas, where it's these companies who are claiming copyrights on all sorts of things. Okay. Oftentimes, like, I'll use one that I ran across that made me laugh, is I will find covers of songs. Alright. And I will use those covers of songs that I like as background music. I've had a couple of times where, like, the company who supports the artist, claims that I was using the original artist, and claims I was like, no, that's not how that works. No, you don't have the copyright for that. No. The person who has the copyright for that is the artist that I use. But that's them going around fishing and saying, hey, well, someone sung our song. Yeah, I think you guys get the idea. I think I've rambled on enough. Back to the magic. Ah. Hmm. Huh. Neat. Oh. The Roller Crusher ride? Oh my goodness, I love the name of this. Oh my goodness, wow. I love the name of this. Oh, neat. Neat. Oh! That's not terrible. We'll see how the meta shakes out. Because, like, that's a board wipe with an extra effect attached to it after you cast it is not bad. This is actually a good EDH card. Nice. Unstoppable Slasher. Where'd you see that one? Where'd you see it? Yeah, sorry. Like, you guys can get me off on a legal tangent, and I should, because that is kind of my yeah. Oh. Huh. Oh, the black. Okay, black. Gotcha. Oh, wow. Okay. Now we're cooking. All right. I will craft this and we'll experiment. Okay, I'll craft this. We'll go ahead. We'll experiment. We'll try to figure out like what needs to come out. Because like that's not bad either way. That's not a bad early removal spell, and it's not bad because it's an extra draw. Let's see. What one do we want? What are we looking for here? What comes out? Nom. Not that. I like this because it's a 1-mana response, but we can experiment with not having it. So there we go. That's probably the wrong call. Let's take a look. You said it was a black one? Alright, yeah, not a problem. We can take a look-sees. Okay, let's go down to the enchantment, Duskmourn. Let's see. And you said Unstoppable Slasher? Okay. I literally did not know, until 2 days ago, I did not know the set was coming out. I thought it still had another month. I am still, like, I factually know it to not be true, but, like, emotionally, I still think it's, like, 2015 with the release sets where, like, they come out. Oh, Owl! Hello! Aw, Owl, it's good to see you. Turtle, if you're... Well, I'll do it. You deserve a shout-out. Let's see if... Are we gonna work properly today? Did I misspell the name? It doesn't matter. You guys know who the sage is. Turtle, if you're around. because my Streamlabs is being... No, oh, Mirror's Edge. Oh, no, man. No, that first game's good. Second game, okay. Welcome in, Raiders. For those who don't know, my name is Oroin, and I am your Frost Elf Archsage, who specializes in ASMR, fantasy, and strategy content. So if you enjoy any of those things, you're very much welcome here. We do occasionally play other variety stuff, and we are mostly chill. Sometimes we do get into like some hype, like those hype streams and all of that stuff. Like that does happen from time to time, but for the most part, we're fairly chill around here. Okay, Owl is actually my manager. They are the Sage, and a perpetual pain in my ass because it's because of them that like I'm not allowed to sell babies for one. And let me tell you, okay? All right, babies are cute, adorable. They'd be perfect marketing material. All right, like buy one baby, get one baby free. Seriously. And they're like, no, that's unethical. And it's like, no, it's money. Everything, it's capitalism. It's like slavery is banned, and like, no. No, it's not slavery anymore. It's debt. Slavery never went away. They just changed it and legalized it. That's all. I do greatly appreciate them. They'll get that one for free. I'm in a good mood. It's this music. I'm in a good mood. So. Never. Well, okay. Let's see. It's not that money is unethical. All right. It's that for a while, we will still be monkeys. Okay. Like, as much as like we try to pretend that we're rational creatures, studies have shown that like people often make decisions first and then rationalize afterwards. All right, that we often process things emotionally first and then rationalize afterwards, and that it's going to be very hard to beat thousands of years of more or less genetic programming, where it was beneficial to yourself and your tribe to hoard things and not give things out or be very sparing. Because, like, we have the resources so everyone can have enough. We're not post-scarcity, mind you, but we do have the resources now for everything to be enough. But if you think about it from a monkey tribal perspective, there was a point in time where that was not true. Where, like, sharing your food with the tribe a couple miles away might lead to both of you dying. Like, both tribes dying out. What were you doing? Why'd you have nails on? Were you doing ASMR? My goodness. Or did you have to wear your Zinch nails while you played Space Marine 2? Let's see, what was... yeah, what were you doing, Owl? Also, check your DMs. Check your DMs. Okay? Check them. Let's see. So, painting minis. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Orcus. So, what was the card that you suggested? It was like it was a black and 2. And it's a creature? Okay. Okay, okay. Creature. Black and 2. Unstoppable Slasher. What is this thing? Oh, gotcha. Ah. Hmm. Huh. It's cute. All right. It is. It is cute. I don't know if it's good or not. It's very hard for me to read modern cards. So like a 2/3 Death Touch is traditionally it's not bad. This is a very meta dependent thing. Because like here's the thing. Alright. A 2/3 for 3 is going to be that's a hard sell. Okay. An aggro deck. That it would. That it would. Forget Hypnotic Spectre. No, we're gonna have Unstoppable Slasher. But I don't think it does enough. Like, yeah, you could turn one this out in Legacy, but also Charbelcher could turn one you. And that's the problem. So then, like, what are you going to do is that, or Charbelcher or Show and Tell or any number of combo decks. Alright, Tin Fins. I don't know if Black Red Reanimator is so popular. Probably is, because it was on the cheaper end of Legacy decks for a little bit. Hold on one second here. Oh. So, like, I last played Legacy in 2019, man. Okay? So I don't know what's popular these days. Alright? Bass! It's good to see you, Bass. Glad you get out of the pond. Glad you could get out of the pond. It's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. So, like, yeah. Maybe I don't even think you'd want to play this in like a Stacks-esque. How like there was this mono red Stacks that was going around, where it was like Blood Moon. Especially since what is it, Karskin Falls? I think it is, or is that the hiccups? Hiccups from trying to not burp. Like, there actually is a Black Blood Moon. It's a very old card, but no one plays it because it has cumulative upkeep. And the cumulative upkeep is bad. The cumulative upkeep is 2. It's not even like 1. If there's 1, it might be playable, but it's 2. So I don't know what it is. Let's do a quick Scryfall here. I know it's an enchantment. Maybe is that might be it, Deathrax. That might be it. That might be. I might be mixing it up with like Karskin Falls too. Which I'm probably saying wrong. So I'm up on Scryfall right now. Advanced search. Let's see. Text. Upkeep. Ow. 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 I'm not gonna... Okay. I'm not awake yet. There we go. And looking at all things cumulative upkeep. I think I've only ever seen it once, and I think that was like before the price spiked on it too. I think I've only ever seen it once. Alright, and now it's in like an EDH game. Oh my goodness, there's some memories for you. Alright, so this is over 10 years ago. We had a super secret EDH league. Okay. It was freaking fantastic, and it was like an invite only thing too, and it ended up being shut down by the shopkeep because the building manager did not like it. It was upsetting them. So okay, here's the super secret EDH league. All right, and it was invite only. It's probably some of the most fun I ever had playing EDH. But at one of our local shops before it got popular. Okay. So one of our local shops, starting off, it was shady. It was super shady. Like, it was totally a legitimate business. The guys were actually really nice, all of that stuff. But, like, its specific location was super shady. Because it wasn't like your normal shop. Alright, what it was is that this was, it was almost like a secret clubhouse. Like, when people told you where it was at, you'd be like, no, that's because there wasn't a sign, alright? There was not a sign. Like, the instructions to get there. Okay, do you know the old mall? You know, the one that, like, shut down, like, 10 years ago or so? Yeah. Did they renovate it? No. See, you want to drive back behind in like one of the shadier parts of town? Yeah. You want to drive back behind there, okay? All right. You're going to be looking for one of the business buildings. It's in that nicer section there. Wait, what do you mean one of the business buildings? Look, you're looking for an office building. All right. There's not going to be a sign. All right, they don't have a sign out. That's okay. What? No. Is this place real? Yeah. It is. Trust me. It's one of the best shops in town. One of the best shops in town. Not even kidding. But you. Oh, okay. You want to drive all the way back. You want to park. Okay, on the side. On the side. Yeah. They don't have parking in front, so you have to go to the side. You have to park in the side. Okay, and then you're gonna come around to the front of the building. All right, you can come around to the front of the building. Okay, there'll be a doorbell. Ring that. There's a doorbell? Yeah. Ring that doorbell if the door's locked. If it's locked? What do you mean? Yeah, sometimes they don't get around to unlocking it because they're only open from like 5 to 9, 5 to 10. What? Ah, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. Like the people who are still around, who were there for that era, because like now the shop is actually alright, so here's the background to this, okay? This shop was started by 3 friends who originally started as like them in their basement, okay? Just selling cards online. And then eventually they made enough money that they could rent out an office building. Alright? But they only made enough money to rent out an office building. So their first go at this shop that they had was this small office building behind the abandoned mall. Okay. Now, it was this small office. Thank you, Vowel. Looks great, by the way. Keep having fun. Lean more towards cute, but keep having fun. That's my feedback right now. I'm not saying you have to be like raw, ooh-woo levels of cute, but like, yeah, you know what you're doing. you know what you're doing. Just have fun. That's my important part with this one. I want you to have fun. Okay. But it was like the craziest thing the first time I ever went there. And I got the instructions, because I am almost word for word, like, the conversation I had. Because it was like this secret clubhouse, almost, of a shop. Okay? Because all they could afford was this very small office building that was on the second floor of the office. Okay? And that took them like a half a year to a year talking with the building manager to be like, hey, yeah, we need to have the building unlocked from this time to this time. Are you okay with this? And the building manager's like, what do you mean? What? I don't understand. What are you guys doing? And it's like, we're selling You're selling? Are you gambling? Gambling's illegal. I'm not gonna let you guys rent there if you're gambling. No, we're not I mean, technically they are, but yeah, we're not gambling. It's perfectly legal. Are you selling crack? And it's like, what? No. We're running a legitimate business that requires people to come in. We have a refrigerator. Oh, you're totally selling crack, aren't you? Like, I can picture the conversation. All right, but yeah, it was these three best friends. And they got a much better place, much nicer place now, because it's fast forward 10 years, but where they started was it was like this secret clubhouse dorm. Like, it was like they fused 2 or 3 college dorm rooms together. That's how big their shop was when they started. Okay, and then over time, I mean, it took them a while because they were at that spot for like 3 years. Over time, they made it bigger and bigger and bigger until eventually they outgrew it. Like, and they told us it was a struggle to like convince the building management to like, okay, hey, we want to do some renovations. We'll pay for all of it. Okay, and like they would have to fight and fight and fight. And they got really tired of it, really, really quick. Really quick. But it was just cheap. Like, and they were starting a business, and that really helped keep their costs down until they were actually able to afford a nice location. Which, funny story, when they did eventually move, they moved to a former bank. And then they moved from that location, but their second location was an old bank. So quite literally, the store owner, when they were doing From the Vault, he would sit in the bank vault with the bank vault door open, and he would be selling the From the Vault in the bank vault, which, like, bravo to him. Bravo to him. I can't. It's hard to top that as that's so good. But yeah, no, okay, so, but this is a throwback, is like, so, now that I've kind of, yeah! Back, exactly! So back when Magic the Gathering was doing From the Vault, okay, the store owner would set up like a small table, because I can't remember if they actually used the bank vault or not. I don't remember if they used it for storage. I really don't. I'll ask him next time I see him, because like I'm one of the OGs, and he likes talking to me, because there's few people that go to that shop now that remember how it starts, because everyone is old. Everyone's old with kids, married, and all that stuff. So like playing Magic, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, he would sit in that vault, selling from the vaults. Okay. But oh goodness. I see that there's an ad break. I apologize for those who aren't subscribed. I'm gonna just kind of keep going because I am kind of tired, and I don't know how long this stream is going to be. Alright? This is one of those where we're gonna keep going, and then at some point I'm just gonna bottom out on energy, and when that happens, it's gonna be like, well, that's stream, see you guys later tonight, bye, and then I'm gonna go fall asleep. Okay. Aha! Infernal Darkness! I found it! I found it! Going back. But anyways, back when it was the second floor of an office building. Alright. Alright, boy. Now it's your turn to interrupt my story. You got it. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Okay, back when it was the second story of an office building, there was a super secret EVH club that was invite only. And what it was is that their shopkeep, so like all the store owners all owed, like the store owners all had 9-to-5 jobs. So they would clock out. So they'd be like, okay, see you, shopkeep. Make sure everyone leaves by 11. Alright. Our contract requires us to be off the premises by midnight. Bye. And the shopkeep would be like, yes, everyone will be out of here by 11. Yes, absolutely. Yes. And then if he was cool with you, the shop would get shut down at 11, officially. Like, all purchases, all that stuff. And then we'd all play EDH until like 5, 6 in the morning. And that was the super secret EDH club. Where like we'd all be sitting there. We'd all play till like 5 or 6 in the morning. Oh, fun times. Fun times. We'd all be playing till 5 or 6 in the morning. And that went on for like probably 6 months to a year. Before finally, one time, I wasn't there for it, but like on the way out, like, they left at, like, 6, 7 in the morning. Yeah, it was freaking awesome. It was freaking awesome. Alright? And sometimes, technically the shopkeep would clock out at 11 and he'd shut down and stop selling. But sometimes, like, during the middle of an EDH game, he'd be like, yeah, we have this. We'll turn around. And he'll be like, yeah, no, don't worry. Here. I'll sell it to you right now. So sometimes you'd be able to purchase stuff like after store hours just because you want a card for your deck or something like that. Not always, but it was freaking awesome. But one time on his way out, not the shopkeep, but someone on his way out startled one of the building managers. I don't know the full detail. Like, it wasn't an intentional thing. It was this lady was walking in because it was an office building. All right, it was an office. It wasn't like it was a retail market space. It literally was like, I think right down the hall was like some financial advisors or something like that. Like, you have all these nerds playing Magic, and so on the way out, this lady got startled because, like, oh, what is this young hoodlum doing here? Oh no! Did they rob something? And the shop owners were already catching a lot of flack by the managers. All right, because like their culture, what the manager, not the shop owners were, the shop owners, like, what the other people who were in this office building wanted didn't line up with what your average shop would be. So, like, you might have, like, Johnson & Johnson financial managers who are, like, having these serious conversations with, okay, all right, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you need to sign here and here, and then we'll get the loan for your house. And then that will be the end of that. We will see the light of day to this law, and then you'll hear someone screaming, "Day of Judgment!" from down the hall or something like that. You know? Like, that was, yeah. But yeah, so that was the shop that I still go to it. It's actually a lot closer to my house now. I was actually angry when they moved to the bank vault because they went from being 10 minutes down the road to being 20. Yes! Screaming, "Bolt the bird! Bolt the bird!" And Mr. and Mr. Smith is looking like, "Oh, can we double? We're not gonna be in this location, right?" What? There's satanic cultists out there. Bring back the 90s satanic. Yes. So, like, they were already, like, getting side-eyed pretty hard by, like... So, they eventually told us, like, hey, it's gotta stop. Alright, they were cool with it for a bit, because they knew. Don't get me wrong, they knew. Like, it was like, at first they didn't, but then... Yeah, exactly. At first they didn't. At first it genuinely was like, "Okay, shopkeep, make sure everyone's out of here at 11. And then over time, it became, "Shopkeep, everyone needs to be out of here at 11. You can't be selling more cards after midnight. Yep, we do not want you to sell cards. You hear that?" So that's what it became over time. And then they actually sat down with, like, all of us, and they're like, "Hey, I know you guys are having a lot of fun, but the building manager got the shit scared out of her when one of you guys was, like, leaving. She thought you were, like, robbing something. I don't know. We still kind of need this building, so, like, it has to end." But man, it was such a blast. Which, that's totally understandable. But, like, just imagine, like, I'm sure you guys have all played games of Magic at, like, a store, and you're like, "I don't want to go home yet." Imagine that, but it being real. "I don't want to go to home yet." And the shopkeep looking at you like, "You don't have to." And then pulling out their EDH deck. That's what I lived. "I don't want to go home yet. I don't want to be a responsible adult. I want to stay and pretend to be a planeswalker." That's okay. We haven't even played a single game yet, and it's already been an hour. Wow. I should probably rectify that. Yeah, we'll test this out. Oh, no. Oh, I mean, yes. Canonically, yes, if in my actual lore. Which, if you're around long enough, you've seen it on the Discord. It's gotten removed from the Discord because it's going to be retweaked, and I need to keep some stuff secret and stuff like that. But I'm not going to talk too much about my lore. Alright? It is written out, but I also need to keep some stuff secret, and I gotta retweak some things. Just because when we do the 1.0 in about a year and a half, there is going to be a lore trailer. And you guys saw a scene from that trailer in the Chibi debut. You saw a scene from it in the Chibi debut. So if you go back, watch the Chibi debut, which was about a month ago, almost 2 months ago. Wow. Neat. You gonna do anything here, fam? You keeping your hand? What's going on? You admiring the trees? All right. Are those trees nice and pretty? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. There is gonna be a trailer that's going to be very reminiscent. Very, very reminiscent of the Magic 2013. That's actually the goal. Well, I can't stop you, so I'll just scry instead. That's going to be very reminiscent of like the Magic 2013 Duels of the Planeswalker trailer, which I still think is one of the best Magic trailers. Arguably the best. Even though canonically the lore isn't as good. Actually, weird part is about that trailer. Heck, after this game, we'll actually watch it just so you guys can understand what I'm talking about, because it's such a cool trailer. Alright, but weird part is about that trailer. Okay, the absolutely weird part about that trailer is that in terms of Magic lore, it went from being canon to not canon, and then it turned around and was vaguely canon again. Which was the craziest thing. Alright. Which was like the craziest thing. Sure. I want to incentivize them to actually cast something. So they probably have some big creature in their hand. Elf. Very nice. So the reason why I tapped out here is to get a little bit of an advantage, because this can block whatever. Unless those are both double lands, then... Oh, wow! I feel bad. If they're just packing the lands... Nice. Oh my goodness, it doesn't get that. That was better than I hoped. That was legitimately better than I hoped. Alright. In this matchup, this is a very high value card. What they really want to do is at the end of my turn in this matchup, is that they want to cast this and they want to fetch for a creature, because they already have the land. The mistake that they made, and this is more of a deck construction mistake, and I know I'm talking like I'm going to win this, because I can tell that I am. This is a deck construction deck. Unless this is an elf deck, but it shouldn't be an elf deck, because in this format there aren't enough elves, and not enough strong enough elves to really support doing elves. The mistake they make was not making this... not making this a tribal deck of something else, of like big creatures, like beasts or something, or maybe elementals. Boop, boop. Alright, because what's going to happen next turn is they don't remove my Chandra. If they do, this is still happening. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Alright, is that we're gonna... Red. We're just gonna go off here. So I'm stating that at this point, I do not care what they cast. I can kill it. And not only can I kill it, I can kill whatever else. Yeah, that's totally okay. Good card, though. Good card. Alright. Now we'll just keep making spirits. Blue. Again, at this point, I really do not care. I'm not going to say that we're guaranteed to win. I'm going to say that our odds of losing at this point are pretty small. because I'm going to go to my graveyard here, and then this will get copied. Results. Just because this was misused. They took the bait. So they lost with this. This should have been cast at the end of my turn, and it should have been to go fetch something. And it really should have been something like to fetch that would have been uncounterable with this. Okay. And I don't know what the most common type is in their deck. Because again, this is all singletons. But were I to build this deck, she wouldn't be necessary. She would help accelerate to the real threats, while also being a backup threat herself. Alright. And the Cavern would never be on Elf. The Cavern would always be on whatever the most common creature type is. So like Elemental, or Warrior, or Giant, just looking through the things. Alright, you got Druid. Druid would have been a good one. Yeah, Druid. He's cast 3 Druids at this point. And so now I have a counter spell here that will basically counter anything that they cast. And if they don't cast anything, that's great. I'll just go with my charm. I'll just take their charm. But I think they've realized that they've lost because my next swing is lethal. So, I don't know. What do you guys prefer when I do Magic? Alright, do you guys prefer these, like, in-depth, like, line-by-line breakdowns of, like, what is going on? And I can't promise that I can do them all the time. Just, like, my mind's in the right place right now. Like, sometimes I'm tired or too distracted and ADHD gets to me, but, like, for whatever reason, I haven't even had my pills yet. I am more locked in. I am more locked in. Alright. Or do you prefer kind of more of like a jokey sort of attitude? Because I can do either or, and that's the hard part with like Magic content in general, and it's why I've kind of, despite the background that I have, it's why I've kind of avoided doing it. It's like, you can make content, it's very, very difficult. Very difficult to make content neat. Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. It's very difficult to make Magic content that is for everyone. It's not impossible, mind you, but it is very, 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 very difficult. And the reason being is that new people who don't know what Magic is, are often overwhelmed when you get like super in detail and in depth, and because Magic has a lot of depth to it, and it has a lot to it. Like the professor talks about this, all right, but has talked about this on a podcast where it's like people who aren't that into Magic get very overwhelmed when you go like super into depth and you kind of start talking a lot of other things, and it sounds like you're speaking an entirely different language. But old people get bored really fast when you start talking, when you just start talking a new, kind of like a more newer standpoint. Like when you break everything down and when you take the time to explain and all of that stuff. So that's why I always ask you guys, what do you prefer? Do you prefer kind of the more joking around, or do you prefer like what I just did there, where I got really serious and like I explained play by play, why he just lost this game and at what turn he did? Like, I never know what to do, if you want me to be honest. All right, so feel free. Feedback's always welcome. Always, always welcome. Uh, oh, can't use that. That's that morning playlist is real good. That morning playlist was real good. We'll go with this. Ah, nom nom nom. All right, we'll do one more. Then we'll do some more drafting to see more of the set. This is a god-awful hand. Do not keep this. Do not keep this. Shuffle it back. Shuffle it back. Shuffle it back. Shuffle it back! Oh, who are we facing? What do we got going on here? Gotcha. Yeah, that's a popular haircut that's gonna go out of style. I've seen this haircut a lot recently. All right, I've seen a lot of people who have like half the head shaved, the other half long, and maybe that's just me being like the old-timey archsage, rah 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 rah. All right, but like, I'm not saying it's a bad. I'm saying it's regrettable. There's a difference. All right, mullets in the '80s were not a bad idea in the '80s, but god damn, did they become regrettable? Did they become regrettable? Well, I appreciate that, Ara. I appreciate it. I do eventually. My hope is okay. Here, you win. You win. I'm not gonna sit here. All right, I'm not being paid for this. Alright. Uh, my hope is eventually to get a sponsorship. So, like, when I first started streaming, I reached out to Dragon Shield, which is, in my opinion, and I'm not sponsored by them. I am not sponsored by them. This is purely coming from 10 plus years of playing Magic the Gathering, and of having to sleeve my decks and having to re-sleeve them and having to get new sleeves for tournaments, because if your sleeves are scuffed, there are some people who will call the judge on you and try to get you disqualified in order to win a match, saying that you have marked sleeves, when it's like, no, they're scuffed. All right, so like, not sponsored. Dragon Shield, which sells sleeves. I don't know about their other accessories, but specifically sleeves, is probably, if not the best, some of the best sleeves out there that you can get for the money. There's probably better sleeves, but I've yet to come across something. I have Dragon Shields that still shuffle just fine. Are they a bit rough? Yeah, but they don't need to be replaced. They're still intact, they're still doing their job. and they've been on that deck for 15 years. All right. So, and most sleeves, and that's, and to my knowledge, that quality is still there too. All right, because they did change their formula, and so in my opinion, there's like about 2015, 2017, where they actually changed the formula to their sleeves. I'm thinking exactly when. Don't quote me on the exact time frame, but there's at least 2 varieties of Dragon Shields. There's like I'm gonna just say 2015. There's like pre-2015 and post-2015. In my opinion, the pre-2015 Dragon Shields, the original formula, is the best and the longest lasting. But when I say that, the post-2015 Dragon Shields are still really, really good. They're not bad. All right. Are they as good as the original formula? No, they're not. At least in my opinion. Are they as are they bad sleeves? No. Instead of like lasting 15 years, which that's amazing for $10 sleeves, they now last like 8 years. They now last like 8 to 10, so like 10 to 15. Which that's still absolutely absurd. I have decks that are shielded, that have dragon shields on them, that have lasted. The sleeves have not split. They still shuffle just fine. They have lasted in both varieties. I want to be really clear, for 10 years minimum. And this is from going from con to con to con. This is from going to place to place to place. So whatever your card game needs are, I recommend them. And I'm not sponsored by them. I reached out to them when I first started because I am such a fan of theirs and because I have that Magic the Gathering background. And they got back to me and they're like, get your numbers up. So that's one thing I'm really excited for, is I eventually want to get sponsored because I want to be able to give you guys like custom high quality sleeves. That would be freaking awesome. I would buy a bajillion of that. Like if they had my face plastered. And there hasn't been any that I've thought about going deeper into the Magic content, but I don't want to go too deep because like I like being able to play other games with you guys, and that's a problem. So this is kind of a general content creator thing. This isn't just like a Magic the Gathering or whatever. Okay, generally speaking, very generally speaking. All right. Very generally speaking, one of the best ways to grow an audience, is to specialize. Is to be like, okay, is to like, we'll take ASMR, all right? A lot of ASMR content creators blow up and get partnered really quick because the ASMR crowd likes hearing new voices, okay? And they like to see new people doing new things, all right? However, a lot of the ASMR crowd really only wants ASMR. And that's okay. That's okay. This is like very generally speaking. So it can be very hard, like if you're a content creator, to shift gears. All right. Do you have? Let's see. So it can be very, very, very difficult to shift gears. Like for whatever reason you get burned out or you want to do other things. Oh god, it was Neko recently. I don't blame her at all. Recently, nice. So recently, like within the past like 6 months or something, Neko, who is an ASMR content creator, okay, she actually did a face cam reveal, and like I could tell what the plan was. All right, like she was switching, she was still doing face cam streams, but she also was doing she still was doing VTuber streams. Okay. And I could tell what the plan was. She wanted to branch out to other content, and she wanted to branch out to more like real life stuff, because there's been a lot of very successful VTubers who have, while still being a VTuber, have branched out to like IRL stuff, and that's awesome. Like, very much good on them. I need to distract them for a little bit. We definitely gotta distract them for a little bit. Oh, I messed up. I actually should have unlocked that door. That's a my bad thing. But the reaction of her community was so strongly against it that she had to walk back on it. And now she feels a little trapped. Not totally, but a little trapped. Because she feels like she's stuck in being a ASMR VTuber. I'm guessing. I don't actually know her. Alright. I'm guessing based off of how she's acted. And so I want to be really clear. I could be totally wrong on this. Alright. And I don't want to start rumors. I don't want to start anything. Okay? I'm guessing based on how she's acted. I'm not saying that that's true. I'm saying that woof! Oh my. Oh my. I'm saying, I'm using her as an example. Because she's gone back to being a VTuber and has stopped doing face cam streams for now. Because of the backlash from her community. And that tends to be the problem when you specialize. Is that okay, you're the Haste Prowess. You're the Monkey Pirate. Okay. The problem tends to be that people only want you and only come to watch you for that content. And it becomes very, very hard. Very hard to branch out. Not impossible, alright? Because there is a balancing point. So there is a point where, because there's a certain point where if you get off of the train, so to speak, where if you're like, okay, because Deathrex is here, DK's talked about this. It's another streamer that I watch, DK Diamantes, that's where Deathrex is actually from. Let's see. Oops. Alright. So I have to hopes that they go in for the kill. Right. Got it. Yeah, I made a oopsie whoopsies on turn 5. DK was known, before he became a VTuber, he was known for being a Warframe creator. Okay? And he did so much Warframe over the span of 8 years that he got sick of it. And, he's still known as, the Warframe guy. Okay? He's still known to this day as the Warframe guy, even though he is one of the co-hosts, one of the most successful Warhammer 40k podcasts in existence. Okay. But he just did so much of it that he actively got sick of it. And so, but when he tried to pivot away from it, when he tried to stop doing it, he couldn't. Because his livelihood depended on it, he actively could not stop. He actively could not stop doing, and it led to him having a mental health breakdown.
That's probably a better example instead of me speculating as to why someone may or may not have done something. It's talking about something that someone has openly. So yes, please ignore the things I've said about Neko, because I honestly don't know her, and that was actually very poor taste of me to speculate what she was doing. Okay. That's a problem. We need to find a board wipe. That is not a board wipe. That is the opposite thing of a board wipe. Okay. That is the opposite thing of a board wipe. And that's gonna bounce back any creature that I might play. Alright. We do have an out to this. It's not a good one. But there is in fact an out to this. That is not it. That is very much not it. That is not it at all. So there is a point, what that is varies from creator to creator, where like you can actually shift gears, so to speak, where like you can safely like transition. You're like, yeah, okay, this has been working really, really well for me. All right, and again, I'm using DK because like all of that stuff is in his past, and he's openly talked about it. So like for DK, there's a point where like transitioning would have been really easy. What that point is, who knows at this point, okay? Because he no longer does Warframe content and hasn't done it in like 3 to 4 years, really. And that's not any shade towards him at all. Again, I'm using him explicitly because he's openly talked about it, which to me tells me that he's comfortable with people talking about it. If he's not, and DK, if you happen to see this one, thank you. Big fan, big fan. 2, yeah, I am Hail Mary right here. Do you have? Yeah, good game. Yeah. Yeah. But also, too, I saw a couple of small things I did there. Number 2 is that talking about these things from so far long ago is I don't expect them to negatively affect his future. Alright, I think he's safe and secure in what he's doing, so I think it's fair to talk about these as an example. And so there is a point when you are specializing where if you're like, hey guys, I want to start trying other things, people will be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's totally cool. Because you'll have a mix of audiences at certain points. At some point, you will have a mix of an audience. By that, you'll have half of people here, like if I was specialized in Magic, you'd have half the people here be here just here for Magic, and the other half who are here either here for me, yay, or here because something interesting happened in Magic, or they want to check Magic out. Not necessarily here because they like Magic, because they're interested in it for whatever reason. And so there's a point where, like, when you're at that 50-50 point, where you could swap out. But I honestly think that it's far, far, far healthier. It's far healthier from the get-go to say, like, your majority content is this. To say, like, yeah, I do ASMR majority. We do chill streams. All right. But then to also turn around and be like, but yeah, we also do variety stuff too. and to build it that way, so you're never kind of stuck. Nope. Get that out of here. Bad. Bad. Shoink. So, that was a very long-winded rant about content creation for you. And about, like, why, even though, like, I'm a former Magic semi-pro, pro, I don't often do Magic content because I don't want to feel, like, I have a lot of great stories and stuff, but I don't want to feel trapped in it. I want to do it when and always have it be fun. I always wanted to have it be fun. Even if the fun is just me, like, dryly explaining, like, going through this, and this. Alright? That's fine. That's fine. Technically, that was a play mistake, because it's predictable at this point in time that, like, I can be like, okay, he's probably gonna have a removal spell. But the thing is that I'm not putting him on Planeswalker removal, because Planeswalkers and enchantments are the two hardest permanents to remove. Then followed by artifacts, with creatures being the easiest. So casting my commander, I'm putting something out there that is extraordinarily easy for him to remove now. But that's okay. Is what I really want is I want to burn through his removal. Whoopsie doopsies. Someone clicked the wrong thing. Someone clicked the wrong thing. What I really want is for him to burn through his removal. And so that way, when I play... I want to say that's not Elspeth, is it? I want to say it's Elspeth. It reminds me a lot of the 6-mana Elspeth from Theros, which was so good. So ridiculously good. I love that Elspeth. Heck, I love original Theros because it was such a flavorful set. Was it a powerful set? No. But it was chock full of flavor. It was delicious. Woof. Okay, this is the last one, and we'll play a couple of games of draft. Or we'll play a game of draft, and then I'm going back to beds. Because I still gotta wander down to the library and grab a book. Let's see. Nice. Take whatever you want. My hand is majority lands, as it should be. What terrifies you the most? The answer is the parting gust. Ding. So the answer was the parting gust explicitly because this card can get rid of this, could theoretically get rid of this, then I'd get back. So that's why. Aww. That's fine. Get your shots in. I get it. Get your shots in. All right, let's do this dance. I see the Surge of Salvation that you have in your hand. Let's force you to use it. Okay, we did it. So we're actually in a little bit of trouble here. Not too much, but like we don't have much in terms of defense right now, and that's a problem. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better, but that needs to get online like real fast, and that's not going to happen. So probably the best thing that we can do at this point in time is it's either sit with Spellgyre open and not counter whatever he plays, or instead draw, or we go Narset. And so both have their merits. Both. Let's be really clear. Both, in fact, have their merits. All right. This is a very late game thing that we're not going to worry about triggering anytime soon. Problem is if they have the removal spell, this is poof. So we're better off sitting with the Spellgyre and going into the draw. Because if we draw into one of our board wipes, which we should have a bunch. We're supposed to have a bunch. There's supposed to be an absurd amount of board wipes in here. Okay, the way I designed this deck was to have at least, I can actually go through and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 board wipes in this. 7 board wipes pages. What do you do when there's 7 board wipes and you haven't seen one across 2 games? That's fine. Nope. 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 Are we dead? We might legitimately be dead here. I honestly do not know. We're definitely going to be ouchies. Like, if we're not dead, we are most certainly ouchies. I swear level up used to use counters. I swear level up used to use counters. Like, this is what keeps bothering me. I swear in the original Zendikars, level up would use counters. So, yeah! No way. No way. No. No. They invented an entirely separate mechanic, but it looks exactly like a previous one. That's actually pretty cool. Good on them. Good on them. Let's get letting them draw cards. Why are you drawing cards? What? Huh? What? But why did you draw cards after? Oh, you explored. Okay, I'm like, whatever's drawing you cards needs to die. It needs to go away. Forever and ever and evers. That destroy all other creatures is that's just a weird little clause there. I guess. I don't know. It's 50-50 right now. Even though I'm at 7 life, the biggest issue is, like, what do they have in their hand? Okay. It's like, I'm going to definitely do this. We're going to go digging. We need to find... Nice. So we could crack this. It's the same problem either way. If we crack this right here, all right. What we're left with is if they have something to protect their, because there is something that gives like everything hexproof and indestructible. All right. So if they have that in their hand, we're SOL'd. If they don't, we're SOL'd. This way lets us keep our board state. All right. Yep. Okay. And that's what I was playing around. What we really, the way out there was that we had to draw into an untapped land. And then at that point, at their upkeep, we do this. Actually, no, that cost 7 to do. Wow. Yeah, no. We were stuck. Back to the drawing board with this deck. I keep running into like small, minor issues. All right. But hey, we'll jam this for a little bit. If we lose, we'll go and draft. If we win, well, we'll play to either we win out or until we finish a draft. Either way. Oh. Oops. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel the tires. I'm starting to feel the tires. We have murder. We're gonna sit here with the murder. Okay. Oh, that's a neat enchantment. Neat enchantment. Huh. Huh. There has to be an enchantress deck. There has to be an enchantress deck. Alright, so they're clearly communicating that they do, in fact, have a counterspell, and that's okay. We're just gonna keep poking them. Neat. Okay. Orcus. Let's see. If I draw a mountain, so help me. So help me. If we drew a swamp. We drew a swamp. So. No attacks. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No need for them. Do we have the 7? Well, we're up to 6 now, 7, so theoretically, yes? No blocks. Because we have Meat Hook Massacre. Ooh. Oh, okay. Gotcha. absolute menace. I cannot get you to tap out no matter what optics. Can't get you to tap out no matter what. That's... I just want you to tap out, man. Just tap out. Tap all your blue mana, okay? That way we know you don't have any counter spells, so that way we can cast this for something ridiculous and huge. Oh, yes! Yes! Yes. No way. Is X actually 2? Sold! I don't know if the Teddy's worth it. It's not. That is. Doink. Nope. No reason to attack. Absolutely none. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. X being 2. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Oh, and they gave me an extra land. Neat. Huh. Huh. Never considered that. Do me a favor. Hit this. This thing, blue should not have access to vigilance. Alright. Blue should not have access to vigilance. Just in case. Just in case you have that, like, counter unless you pay 2 thing. Okay. Okay, you just have the normal counter spell for this set. Gotcha. You have the normal counter spell. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna sacrifice this lovely forest that they gave us. They can go to exile. We don't need... Actually, no. Maybe we should hang on to the forest. Yeah, we hang on to the forest. Smarter. Smarter. Think smarter, Ruin. Think smarter. Let's see. Yeah, it was fun vibing with you. See you next time, later on this evening. I'm going to find a good book for us to read for ASMR. And I might do an afternoon stream, too. Not necessary at this point in time. Shoink. There we go. Durdle, durdle, durdle. Durdle, durdle, durdle. Durdle all the time. Durdle all the time. Durdle all the time. What do we have? What nonsense could we theoretically pull off? Anything that we use is going to get slammed into by one of these two. Which that's... Then this... I mean, we have this enchantment for a reason. We're gonna put this enchantment to a good use. We're just gonna say, hey, do something about this. Alright. And then turn around and peg them. Yeah, we actually have an interesting chain of events here. cast this in case we need an emergency blocker. We shouldn't. Just sack, bring that back. That's a lot of life right now. That's a lot of life. Alright. I'm thinking of like we could pay 6 life here. Okay. Does this come with reach? No, it does not come with reach. Okay. It does not come with reach, and we cannot pay the 6 life now. Oh, poink. Oh. Dig, 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 dig. Oh, noes. Oh, noes, pages. Oh, noes. There has been a grave error. There has been a grave error. 7, putting me at 4. Do we pay the life? Do we take that risk? It's like... we don't have a way of... Gods. No, that'd actually be bad. That'd be bad at this point in time. No, I had to activate this at the end of their turn. That was the play. That was the play. Oh, I don't know. Like, I like this deck, but I don't. It's missing Graveyard Recursion. It is 100% missing the Graveyard Recursion. Let's see. Are you going to pay the 3 life? They did, in fact, pay the 3 life. Okay. Hello, Kios. Hush. Oh, Nikes. Okay. So if they have a removal spell for that thing, we're toasted. If not, we have an extra turn. So, like, how you doing? How's it going? Okay. How's work going for you? Quick. I don't know. I probably could have activated this more. I don't know. we're gonna decline. All right. Okay. 2, 4. I have 5. I need 1 more point of damage. Oh my goodness. 1 more point of damage. As we sack this, pay the 3 life, that comes in, hits that. Alright, and we don't have the life to pay. Otherwise, sack. Otherwise, we could sit here. Yeah, that's the best I got. I made too many mistakes. So them hitting us right there, and when I blocked, like I needed an extra one of these guys out. Yeah, I made too many mistakes. I think part of that was I wasn't a big fan of the deck. Okay. But alas, making mistakes is part of the process. Alright, we're gonna turn around, we're gonna do our draft, and then I'm gonna go take a nap. And I'm gonna walk, I gotta walk the Huskos after a nap. Hopefully it's not raining out. And we'll get a interesting. That's not good. That's not good. What did you do? Late game, you make, I mean, you're very efficient. I mean, that card is very aptly named. Very aptly named. Oh, okay. That's decent. 4/4 for 4. We'll take the 4/4 for 4. Ooh, okay, that's actually. don't think that's better than that 4/4. Let's see. Oh, I like mana fixing. Oh, that's actually a really good enchantment, and it's also removal. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's a beat stick. I'll take a beat stick. Who likes beat sticks? Who likes a beat sticks? Uh-oh. Yeah, the EPs are starting to get to me, Pages. I apologize, but the EPs are starting to get to me. Oh, that's Death Touch, that's fine. That's pseudo removal. It's a 2/2 for that gives Death Touch something else. Nice. I mean, not that artwork's pretty grisly. That artwork is pretty grisly. Ooh. Oh. Death Touch Indestructible. That has multiple uses. Very nice. My goodness, there's a strong Death Touch theme going on here. Strong Death Touch theme. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. Creatures with Death Touch. Very, very, very powerful and limited. Very powerful and limited. We've gone on for 2 hours. Yeah, it's. Whoa. I thought I'd just do like an hour and a half. So like we gotta. This draft. This is pack 1 pick. Come on, guys. Read your cards faster. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Some of us are really eepy and want to go back to beds. Time to start shopping for. Oh. Nice. See, I like what this thing can do. It's above curve. It's very above curve. Although I'm pretty sure it's average for its curve now because of the power pushing that's been going on. Let's start looking into other places. Let's start looking into other spaces. Find someone to raid. Find someone to raid. Just because... Oh, it's that time. I need like a 2-hour nap. Let's see, what does this do? That's strictly okay. I don't know if that's a good card or not, so I'll take the thing that lets me draw more cards. I feel like I haven't been getting that much black, so I kind of feel bad. I almost... Okay. It wheeled! Yay! That's actually not a bad early removal spell. It's not a great removal spell, but it's good for getting rid of things that are X1s, X2s, and like doing a little extra damage. Alright, what do we got? Oh. This wield. This isn't a bad card! Guys! A 4/4 for 4. That can occasionally gain you. Like, why is this? What? Am I in the wrong world here? When did this stop being bad in draft? A 4/4 for 4. When did that stop being bad? That's hard to kill. Oh my. Sure. I mean, I will literally take that swamp over. Someone gave me a cracked skull. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh my. Nice. What does this do? We don't need that. Is this... I mean, it fixes. We'll take it because it fixes. I like it because it fixes. I don't like it because... This is actually a lot better than what it looks like. This is a lot better than what it looks like. Because there's a lot of enchantments in this set. This is a very enchantment-heavy set. So... We haven't had that much Manifest Dread in our colors. I want this thing, but I'm going to hope that wheels. Because I'm going to take this, because this is an enchantment. Oh! Ooh. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. That's a trap. That's 100% a trap. It's a good card if you can cast it, but 7 mana is a lot. And the fact that you have to sacrifice something. 5/5 for 5. It's not bad. Oh, yeah, that's a really good removal spell. How are we looking? Okay, so gotta kind of, let's see. Then another really good removal spell. Okay, I'm not gonna complain as the green deck. They just made removal spells better for green, and that is so confusing for me. This doesn't even require a risk. The original premise behind... the original premise behind the fight cards back in Innistrad was to give green removal, because green had removal issues, okay? And then just over time, they've kind of... Also, that artwork. What? What? Like, what? I don't know what's being depicted here. I really don't. Oh, yeah, that's a good card. Okay. People keep passing on this, and I'm like, it's not bad. You're gonna have creatures on the field, or you're gonna have creatures in your hand. I'm not gonna like pick up every single one that I see, but it is something. Mana fixing, very nice. Nope. I will take the Death Touch 2/2. I will take that nice, pretty little tutu. I'll wear it around. I'll enjoy it. Oh, yeah. Oh dear, Pages. Oh dear, I am. Fortunately, there's only one more pack to go. Almost the end of this. Come on, guys. How is this hard? Witty, thank you for the lurk, Witty. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it's an activated ability. Okay. Oh, yep. It wheeled. I wasn't expecting that. I'll play it. I have uses for both of those, so I will 100% play that. Another 2-2. Looks like poop, but it looks like solid poop. Is there anything super special about it? No. Does there need to be? Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Fear of the Dark is such a sweet name. I wish it was legendary. I wish it was legendary just for the name alone. It's such a sweet name. Like Glimmer Box. And then, alright. Last pack should go like lightning fast, guys. We should all understand what we're doing here. Oh, okay. That's more fixing and more stuffs. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna take this. I like the ramp. I like the fixing. I like the fact that this has lifelink. But Delirium seems. I don't know if we're really keen to put up Delirium. 3-2 with Flash is not bad. What's this? That gives Death Touch. I like this because it lets you draw cards, but we don't really need another one of those effects. We have 3 of these, so it's like, eh. So I'll take the 3-2. Oh, murder? Straight up. That's an easy take, Pages. What do you think? Do you think murder's an easy take here? Filed Crypt. Yeah, we don't surveil much natively in the deck. Think the deck's good? This deck's good, right? Right? Oh, that's a cool card. That's a cool card. Oh. That's a cooler card. Oh wait. That's actually rather have the fixing. What? I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think of the pick so far? What do you guys think? Only as a sorcery. What's our... Take that. Probably not going to play it because we only really need the one green. Like... Which one do we pick here? Sure. Like, I'd rather... That seems more useful, but, like, we only get one game, so, like, building our best deck is what we're out for. In this case... Is Brute Spider gonna do anything? And is it just me, or does that artwork look like it has googly eyes? Does it look like it has googly eyes? Is that a me thing? Like, look at those things. Look at them. They just bobble all over the place. We're almost to the end. Almost to the end. Alrighties. Alright, we're gonna quickly slap this thing together. Did we manage to stay on color? We did manage to stay on color. That's freaking awesome. Alright. So same thing as I talked about last time we did this. Type creature. What we're gonna do is we're gonna separate all the creatures and non-creatures. Okay. We're not gonna play any games with it. Like, I'm literally putting this together, and then we're gonna go find someone to raid, someone who's playing Magic, and going to sleep. Okay. Say its name. Don't care about that. So we'll keep. That's kind of bad. Nowhere to run. Check, check, check. Like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 articles of removal. really good. That's 6. So that kind of... I like this because there are creatures out there that are like, they need to be exiled. They need to ghost. Alright, that can go away. I like this because it can turn something into a threat late game. We don't really need that. We can go tweak the creatures up here. Don't really need that. But that's the thing though, is like, this deck has decent fixing. So like, I think this is actually, it feels wrong to boot up the green one, but I feel like having some extra card draw doesn't hurt. Alright, that's still good, that's good. So that's good, because like this deck has decent fixing, so the ramp isn't really needed. It's nice, but it's more of a fixing thing. Okay. We don't manifest dread enough for me to be like, okay. So we're still missing 1 card. How many land are we running? We got 17. So we got to boot out 1 more card. And we got a deck. What is this thing? We have a decent amount of enchantments. That's like our weakest 2-drop. So, oops. There we go. There we go. Alright, and then we'll crack our last pack, and then quite literally I'm gonna hit the raid button and then go lay in my bed, because like I need my nappy. And we might be back for like a more high-powered, high-octane stream later. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna. I'm EP. My brain does not wanna. It's trying to take care of something, but like. Oh. Okay. Neat. Neat. Okay. Alright, everyone. We'll definitely be back at roughly, I'm going to say like that name. Oh my goodness. Wrecked Titties. Oh my goodness. Bravo, you win. Welcome in. Welcome in, Recty Titties. Welcome. Alright. While I find someone to raid, tell me the lore behind that name. I'm really, really curious at this point. I'm really, 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 really curious. Okay, and I do apologize. Only if you say please. Only if you say please and use your manners. Oh, snap. All right. I'm close. You only get this once. Otherwise, your nickname. Otherwise, it's going to be Recti. Okay. All right. Welcome, Twitch Integrated Throwing System. There we go. I said it. I said the thing. Well, I'm getting ready to go to bed, man. So maybe if you want to try again, drop a follow. If you're just trolling and memeing, my next stream, I'm usually in a bit more of a jovial mood in the afternoons. So, alright. But also, I do want to give you this warning. I'm not a trained monkey. Yes. So, yep. I'll be back on in a couple hours. I'm just gonna go take a little nappy. Alright. Catch you guys later. We're gonna go raid. I don't know. Who to raid? Who to raid? I don't get to do this often, so we're gonna go raid a good friend of mine. Alright. Who's playing Darktide, so. We're normally not on at the same times. Alrighties. Everyone. Say hi to Chief. He's a really good guy. Absolute sweetheart of a guy. I've known him for a very long time. Be kind to him. Be kind to yourself. Alright, and most importantly, be kind to the world. Well, guess I'll catch you later. Good night.